You never realize how fragile your world is until the lights flicker that one last time. 7 minutes before a total blackout, you don't hear alarms, you don't see warning banners. What you notice is silence, the kind your brain isn't built for. And here's the thing nobody tells you. Your first mistake is thinking you have time. Because in those 7 minutes, every second decides how well you survive the next 7 days. The first move is securing light, not to see, but to control your psychology. Your brain panics faster in darkness than in danger, so you grab a flashlight with a diffused beam, not a sharp one. Diffused light keeps you calm and protects your night vision, which you'll need when the grid fully dies. Then you secure water. People think pumps stop when the lights go out. Wrong. They stop a few minutes before the grid collapses. Pressure tanks drain fast, so filling containers now buys you hours of stability later. And while everyone else is checking their phones, you're unplugging your electronics. An unstable grid surges like a dying animal. That last electrical hiccup can fry anything still connected. Next, you cool your room fast. Blackouts kill refrigerators first, but they also turn houses into slow cookers. Opening windows before the outage stabilizes airflow. Afterward, it traps heat. Small detail, giant difference. And don't forget communication. Texts need almost no power. Send one message to a trusted contact. Grid unstable, blackout incoming. It's not drama. It's establishing a breadcrumb trail in case things escalate. Lastly, the part no one wants to hear. You listen. Really listen. A collapsing grid changes the soundscape, transformers popping in the distance, engines struggling, neighborhoods shifting from electrical noise to human noise. That sound change tells you how bad the next few hours will be. And the faster you accept it, the safer you become. This section is based on practical field survival experience rather than formal academic sources. 7 minutes before a blackout feels like a countdown. But the real story begins the moment the power actually dies. People imagine chaos, screaming, alarms, but it's the opposite. It's weirdly calm. Too calm. And that calm tricks you into slowing down. Don't. Because the next decisions you make determine whether the outage becomes a minor inconvenience or the beginning of a long, grinding collapse. The first thing you protect is your food, not by opening the fridge, but by not opening it. Every time you crack that door, you dump hours of preserved cold into the room. You mark a simple rule in your head: fridge once, freezer twice. That's all the cold air you get before it becomes a warm box of future regret. Then you stabilize your surroundings. People underestimate darkness. It changes how your brain processes threats. Shadows feel alive, and your hearing gets sharper, almost too sharp. That's why you place your light sources low, lantern on the floor, not the table. It widens your field of view and reduces eye strain. It's a tiny trick trained responders use to stay aware without exhausting their senses. Next is heat discipline. Even without air conditioning, your devices radiate warmth, and warmth means wasted energy. Power banks, phones, radios, don't keep them bundled together. Spread them out to avoid heat loss and slow battery drain. Physics works the same whether the world is stable or falling apart. Now your mind will try to drift. You'll want to check the window, scroll your phone, look for updates. But this is when you anchor your routine. You create a small task cycle. Check water, check light, check doors, check your own breathing. Routines kill panic faster than motivation ever can. And then comes the psychological edge. You stay ahead by embracing one truth. Humans fear what they can't predict, so you take unpredictability away. You set a boundary with your neighbors early, calm, friendly, but firm. Blackouts shift social dynamics, and people gravitate toward anyone who looks prepared. You don't want to become the community power plant. You just want stability. What most people never realize is that a blackout isn't about darkness. It's about the sudden return of nature, silence, and vulnerability. And if you can stay mentally sharp in those first hours, you will handle anything the next days throw at you. This section is based on practical field survival experience rather than formal academic sources.